From glowing skin to backyard hangs to seamless travel, I have found the Amazon essentials that will make your summer so much easier. So I know everyone can relate to this, but the bugs flying around the home in the summer can be absolutely excruciating. That's why I love these Zevo flying insect traps, and I think you will too. The insect trap itself does not make any noise, kind of like the other ones do. The other ones hum, and I'm like, this is just as bad as the fly. And in this set, you get 2 devices and 2 cartridges. So what I love about this is there's no sound. It uses UV light to collect the bugs, and it's kind of like a night light, so it has a dual purpose. These work wonderfully better than any one I've ever tried. Next up is this portable charger. So whether you are going on a trip, whether you're just hanging out all day at the pool and outside, you're going to need a portable charger. This one is great because it can charge your Apple Watch as well, but it has the normal Apple charger. It also has a USB-C on the other side here. So no matter what kind of device you're charging, it can charge it. This can even charge your computer if you're in a pinch and you have a MacBook. But I love that this just kind of attaches to your key, so you're never gonna leave it behind, and it's not too heavy. Since I mentioned being outside, maybe you're entertaining this summer, you're gonna need a few things. So first up, summer means ice cream, but scooping ice cream, you know when you get ice cream and you want it immediately and you have to wait for it to like cool down? I don't know, maybe this is just a me problem. Maybe I just like ice cream that much, but you are going to love this heated ice cream scoop. But it heats the head so that you can scoop your ice cream readily. Now, if you're not a parent, you probably don't understand like the need for this, but kids screaming at you for ice cream, in my case, in-laws screaming at you for ice cream, this is going to get the trick done immediately. I love this. It's a fun little gadget. I don't normally love kitchen gadgets, but this one is super useful. Also great for frozen yogurt if you're feeling healthy. Something else you're going to need for entertaining is this fire pit. So I personally love this outdoor fire pit. Oh my gosh, this is heating up in my hand. It's at 109 degrees right now. Seriously, if you don't have like one of those hand warmers I've talked about before, maybe you're lacking a pair of gloves, you can just come and grab your ice cream scoop here. But I love these fire pits. I've had this one for 3 years now. All you do is you add some alcohol to it, you light it up, and you are good to go. It gives off the best flame. You can roast marshmallows on it, you can roast hot dogs on it. So if you want to do a little bonfire, but maybe you only have an apartment balcony, this is going to give you that vibe for less. It's also a great way to heat up a space. Not that you really want to heat up anything in the summertime, but I do use this both summer and winter, but this is especially useful for those outdoor barbecues or something like that. Another item you're gonna love while you're entertaining are these glass straws. So with entertaining comes a lot of waste, but it doesn't have to. I love these reusable glass straws. You can put them in the dishwasher. They do come with like the little scrubber, so you can scrub them on the inside, make sure they're nice and clean, but these are chic. Some of them even work for boba, if maybe you're having a boba party or maybe you have some additives in your drinks. And if you wanna be really fancy this summer, I say set up an ice cream bar or some type of like bar if you're entertaining. And I love using these little containers. So I actually use these for my coffee bar, put beans in here and sugar and all of that. But imagine sprinkles in here, different ice cream toppings, crushed up Oreos, things like that. These are so cute. You get a set of 3 in the pack, and they have many different sizes. I think the small size is more than enough. Set up your own munchies at home. I think this is a great way to entertain, have that kind of like backyard pool vibe at home. And then you can reuse this for your coffee bar, your tea bar, your hot chocolate bar, whatever type of bar it is you like to have in your home. I guess not a bar. I guess you could put olives in this if you so chose. The next summer essential is going to be a Stanley Cup, obviously, just because they hold so much water. I'm doing a drinking water challenge right now. Comment down below if you want to join me. I have to drink 2 of these a day, every single day, and I swear I do not drink water unless it's in a Stanley, which is why I'm doing this challenge. Now, while I do love my Stanley, while I love reusable water bottles in general, it can be really difficult to get into those nooks and crannies, which is why I love these cup gap cleaners. So you get 3 in the set. I think 1 green, 1 blue, and 1 black, I believe. I don't remember. But this gets in all of those nooks and crannies in those cups. So it has this attachment, it has this little brush, and then it also has this part that, you know, just gets everything nice and clean, because there's nothing worse than getting mold in like one of your reusable cups. Remember like the Nalgene bottles, and like in the little straw there'd be so much mold and you'd be like, Okay, so we are avoiding that this summer thanks to this. And if your kids, maybe you're sending them off to summer camp, I cannot tell you the number of times someone will drink off of your cup unintentionally. I like to use these little straw covers for myself. I even sent Babe with one. The other day she was talking to me about how someone accidentally drank out of her Stanley. Never again. These are like little covers that can go on your Stanley straws, and you just put them on there. It attaches to the straw and it protects it to make sure that no one's accidentally drinking your drinks or anything like that, because when you're at summer camp or you're doing summer activities, or maybe you're just in the office, it can be really easy for that to happen. And of course, I want to make sure that you're staying cool, so I have 2 options for you. First, we have this Stroller Fan. You can use this for anything. I brought this to the hospital hospital when we had the baby, but it's USB rechargeable. It holds such an excellent charge. We've gone on like 2-hour walks without it dying. Perfect for the zoo, perfect for an adult. You can just tie it to like your chair. If you're on vacation, maybe you're lounging on the beach or by the pool. This is fantastic, USB-C rechargeable. So again, you can use it with that little mini charger, but it's fantastic for your kids and for adults. We also have this USB rechargeable fan. So this is a big fan. So if you're traveling somewhere where maybe they don't have a fan, maybe you need good airflow and your AC isn't working, this is really fantastic because it really gets nice and compact. So it's not taking up a lot of space in your home or in your luggage, but it will give you all of the fanning that you need. I don't know, my air conditioning goes out almost every single summer, so having this as a backup is super duper useful. Now, I believe you should be changing your air in the summer, but if it gets entirely too hot, you just can't stand having the windows open, you're running that AC all the time, I want to make sure that you're also using an air purifier. I have the LG PureCare Air Tower. I've had it for I think like 4 years now. Best thing ever. I did a collab with them, so I did not pay for this, I'm gonna tell you that right now, but I would buy it with my money 10 times over. It's the best air purifier in the world. It lets you know how dirty your space is. You can change out the filter. I'll show you how disgusting mine is right now. You can change the direction of the air, and it really helps to cool down a room, though that is not its intended purpose. It really does help to cool down a room even more if you feel like your AC isn't doing the trick. Now, the summertime also means switching to summer scent, so I love this diffusing oil. It's a citrus-based scent. It's a little bit more fresh, a little bit less moody, and a little bit less fall-y than maybe the Santo one that I normally share, but it is the same brand. So I really love the quality, and it's super affordable as compared to other essential oils. Now, if you're not an essential oil person and you want something nice for the summertime, I recommend burning Palo Santo sticks. I love these ones. It gives off a really nice smell, and it also has a nice char smell that just kind of reminds you of summer. And I just put it in this holder so that it shoots the smoke nice enough, and I'm not worried about anything catching on fire because the heat is really nice and well contained. And we have to talk a little bit about the bedroom. So there are certain things you should be doing in your bedroom in the summertime. First up is we're going to want to vacuum our mattresses, whether you're using your Dyson, any mattress vacuum. This is the one that I use. You want to make sure that you're vacuuming your mattress because you're sweating a lot more in your sleep. And you want to make sure that you're getting all those dead skin cells, all that sweat, all that stuff out of your mattress. So you want to be doing this each and every time that you change your sheets. And that should be at least once a week. I know. And take it to the next level by sprinkling a little bit of baking soda just to really freshen up the mattress. And you can actually use some of that essential oil I just told you about and mix it with that baking soda when you're sprinkling it on the bed to make sure you're getting a really nice fresh scent and pulling out all of that nasty debris. Another way you're going to cool down in the bedroom, besides like getting all that stuff out of your mattress, is just to use some cotton sheets. I love these organic cotton ones. I like this brown color. It's nice, it's sexy, it's moody. Maybe brown isn't your color for the summer, though. I use brown all year round. So many different colors. These feel just like the ones from Crate & Barrel, but at a way more affordable price. They're really light, but they're not wrinkly like linen. I know everyone runs to use linen in the summertime, but that really just isn't it for me. I like organic cotton, or I like these bamboo ones by Hotel Sheets Direct. Either way, these are going to leave you really nice and cool so you're not overheating in your sleep. Now we're going to talk beauty, healthcare, skincare, all of those things, because that's equally important when it comes to the summertime. So first up, you want to make sure that you have a first aid kit. I like to take it to the max because I'm paranoid, okay? I have this huge medicine organizer, and you're gonna see how filled up I have this. It's actually insane, but it's a nice first aid kit to keep on hand. You can have your band-aids, your ice packs, all the good things that you feel like your family needs all in one place. You can even put your sunscreen, things like that in there. Don't worry, I'm gonna give you recommendations in a second, so be sure to keep on watching, subscribe to the channel, and put on those post notifications if you're liking what you're seeing so that you come back each and every week. But I like to load up everything in here. This is really nice and compact. You can even use this for kids stacks, put it in the back of the car, and you're just going to have every single thing that you need in this little kit. Next, you're gonna need some witch hazel. So witch hazel is a toner, it's amazing, but witch hazel is also good for getting out all of that funk. So maybe you're a little bit funky in the summertime, you're sweating a little bit, you can use witch hazel on like a cotton round to just clean all of those areas, maybe your armpits, the sides of your thighs and your bikini area, back there. If it's just like a little bit sweaty, a little bit funky after you get out of the bath, this is going to help you a ton, dry it out, get rid of all that bacteria to make sure it's just not contributing to the scent. Next, we have this Nurium glycolic acid body wash. So in the summer, you should be wearing sunscreen, and you should be putting on sunscreen every single hour. So you're kind of like caking that stuff off on your skin. This is amazing for me. I use this year round. It gently exfoliates the skin. I use this. This is my first cleanser. I double cleanse in the shower. And let me know if you want like a full like shower video, because I'd love to give you one, because I am like an ex-smelly person. I admitted that on the internet, and now I smell absolutely delicious 24/7, and it really only takes like 10 minutes a day. But this is going to help you a ton to get off all of that sunscreen, makeup, all of that debris that's kind of caked on you at the end of the day in the summertime. This is going to be such a game changer. And before I tell you more about what you should be doing in the shower, let's talk about sunscreen since I've mentioned it. So I love this Kopari sunscreen because it is a sunscreen and it is like a nice little shimmer spray in one. As you can see here, this is great. This is the, which one is this? This is the Golden Sun Glaze. I think this looks really nice on brown skin, but they have many different options. But it is a sunscreen and it's a body glitter, so you're looking sexy, you're looking shimmery, you're looking like a mermaid, okay, Ariel who, and you're also protecting your skin. This is really fantastic. Now I use this on my body, but then I use the Super Goop on my face. So this is the Super Goop Unseen Sunscreen. Now I've tried Black Girl sunscreen. It did not work for my skin. It gave me acne. It worked like the first few times, and then it just started ruining my face and I had like huge pimples. It wasn't worth it. I'd rather just get burned, okay? But this is great. There's no white cast at all. I'll show it to you in real time, because whenever someone says no white cast, I never believe them. But look at that. It's a nice like little gel. And it's light. It's really, really nice and light. It's not gonna make you feel like you're like covered in oil. I don't love that feeling. This is amazing, and you wanna be putting on sunscreen all of the time in the summer. I don't care if you are melanated, you also need sunscreen. And so again, we're gonna get into the shower in a second, but let's talk about how we're getting off that sunscreen. I already showed you that Nurium body wash, but what about for your face? How are we getting the sunscreen off? How are we getting the makeup off? The Clean Skin Club towels. This is crappy for the environment. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I cannot get my washcloths clean enough. It doesn't matter how much bleach I use and all the chemicals. I'm literally turning into like Dr. Evil in the washing machine, trying to come up with a solution to get them clean enough to not impact my face. I just need this. If you're an acne girly, you need this. If you don't have acne, go use a washcloth, okay? But these change the game for me. They get off all of the debris because they do have two sides to them. So they have an exfoliating side and a non-exfoliating side, just to make sure you get everything off. Because if you leave that sunscreen on, you are going to regret it. Now, what else are we doing to stay fresh in the summertime? We are exfoliating. So I'm gonna throw two at you. One of them is a luxury item and one is a more affordable item, because it depends on what you wanna do. So you can either go in with the Tree Hut Pink Hibiscus Scrub, great scrub, really, really sweet, kind of floral, or we have the Way St. Bart Scrub. This is the one that I like to use because it's St. Bart's is like a sexy, like unisex scent. I like a more androgynous scent. This is girly pop scent. They're both gonna get the job done. I exfoliate under my underarms and my bikini area, and oh my gosh, it just, no scent anywhere ever. This is going to be a game changer for you in the summertime. And of course, after we get out of the shower, putting on our lotion, I use the Way lotion that kind of goes along with that body scrub. But this is for the days that maybe we're not out in the sun, but we still want to smell good. We still want to smell like summer. We still want to like shimmer and be beautiful and glowy. I'm either going to go in with like the Vaseline body oil. You can see it's almost gone, and I bought this like 2 weeks ago. Like, that's how good it is. I think it's less than $10. Great on dark skin. Gives you that nice shimmer. Or I'm gonna go in with the L'Occitane Shimmer Oil. Seen me talk about this almond oil before, but the Shimmer Oil is new. Let's compare the shimmers actually. So this is, ooh, the L'Occitane. Ooh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. And then I'm gonna do the Vaseline on this one, okay? Here are my two shimmers. Vote down in the comments which shimmer you think is better. I think the L'Occitane is definitely better, but you can't beat this Vaseline price tag. The Vaseline smells like Vaseline and cocoa butter. The L'Occitane smells like almond oil. So whatever it is you prefer, but this is going to give you that nice shimmer that lotion doesn't give you. I feel like people tell you to pile on the lotion. Lotion doesn't make you shimmer. Oil makes you shimmer, and oil locks in all of the moisture that you put on with your lotion. So you're gonna wanna go in with those. And then if you wanna smell good, you wanna smell fresh, I like to just go in with the Boom Boom spray. in the pistachio. It never fails me. I'm not like a huge perfume person. I'll use a body oil, but the Brazilian Boom Boom, I love this scent. And then on my face, I just go in with the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. It helps set my makeup. It helps me feel refreshed if I'm a little bit sweaty. It's kind of moisture wicking. I love it, but that's what I go in with this summer. Those are kind of like my summer beauty essentials, and a lot of them are year-round beauty essentials that just make me glow, feel good, and smell good in the summertime when it's like hot and steamy and sticky. And in the summertime, that means that you're probably dealing with the linen. Your clothes are a little bit more wrinkled. You are going to want to have a high quality steamer. I love this Conair one. This one is almost basically an iron. It is so good. If you want something that you can use without having to lay it down on a table though, you are going to love this vacuum steamer. It creates suction so that it has enough suction to where you don't need a table or a towel or anything like that, and it's going to get everything nice and clean. Honestly, the Conair one is a little bit better, but again, you do need to find a flat surface. And you're also going to have this foot feeling spray. I feel like my feet get so crusty dusty in the summertime because I'm walking barefoot, I'm on the sand, my feet are burning, whatever. This foot peeling spray is insane. You spray it on your foot and all of the dead skin falls off. It's absolutely disgusting. It's like foot porn. I love it, and this works so well. I think over 300 of you have bought it since my last video, and you all absolutely love it. And when your feet are looking dry or your hands are looking dry, you can use these Aquaor masks. I love these. I use these year round. I do get kind of dry from being in the water all the time in the summer. You probably do too. So you can put these masks on your hands and on your feet, and they just fill them with moisture. You kind of like sit in the moisture for a few minutes, and your hands and your feet feel like a baby's bottom. It's absolutely incredible. You're also going to want one of these. So I can't show it to you in its entirety because it does have my address on it, but it does just have a stamp for your kids. So maybe your kids are going to summer camp or something like that and need to stamp their diapers, their clothes, their meals, stuff like that. And you don't want to individually write out all of their names. This is just a custom stamp you can order on Amazon. You press down and it stamps it. And there's so many different like shapes and sizes and orientations you can do depending upon what you enjoy. But that's it for today's video. Those are my Amazon summer essentials. If you want to shop any of the items I shared in today's video, just click the links down in my description box, and I've also pinned them down in the comments. And for more exclusive everyday deals, be sure to join my deals group over on Instagram. I share 30 deals a day, every single day, and I make sure that you are putting your money in the very best place. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and be sure to let me know down in the comments what are your summer essentials. Let us know to make sure that we are all prepared. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a beautiful day.